Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We're here again to plunge into, well, a really important topic today, bringing you that distilled understanding you come here for. We know you're curious, you want to be informed, and you need to navigate these big issues without getting completely swamped.
Absolutely. Information overload is real.
It really is.
Yeah.
So today, we're diving into Chapter 1 of a book called Spotting Alzheimer's Early, A Caregiver's Guide to Taking Control. It's by Jessica Lee and Johnny Fee.
And it's positioned as this practical roadmap, right?
Yeah.
Based on real experience.
Exactly. Aimed squarely at empowering caregivers, people like you may be listening right now. Our mission today, to pull out the key nuggets from this first chapter.
The really potent stuff.
Yeah. We're looking at 5 things.
Yeah.
The core argument, what hooks you in, what the chapter promises for the rest of the book, the single biggest takeaway.
The Duke route, as they say.
Right. The ultimate synthesis.
Yeah.
And finally, our own sort of initial take on it. Does it work? Is it compelling?
Okay.
So, okay, let's unpack this.
What's fascinating here, and I think why this chapter lands so well, is that Alzheimer's, it rarely just appears overnight, you know?
No dramatic thunderclap.
Exactly. No big announcement. It often starts really quietly. These subtle shifts that are just so easy to dismiss. Oh, mom's just getting older.
We've all heard that, or maybe even said it.
Right. And this book steps right into that murky area. It speaks directly to caregivers who are seeing those little things, those nuances.
And it gives them something to do about it.
That's the value proposition. It's a guide. It gives you tools to, well, observe more sharply, to plan, to stay connected.
So it turns that worry, that kind of gnawing feeling,
Into a pathway. Opportunities for better care, for preserving dignity. It's about giving you agency right from that first little tremor of concern.
that tremor,
Yeah.
that quietness you mentioned. That's exactly where the book starts. It's incredibly effective, doesn't waste any time. It kicks off with this scenario. Imagine this. Put you right there. It's Sunday afternoon. You're visiting your mom.
The one who always remembered everything.
Yeah, the anchor. But today, something's a bit off.
Yeah.
She asks you the same question about work like twice in 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then later, she struggles to remember breakfast. Just for a second too long, then laughs it off, you know? Oh, just getting old, dear.
That dismissal.
Exactly. And that's when that little knot tightens in your stomach. The book just lays it out there and asks you point blank, is this normal or is it something more?
And that question just resonates, doesn't it?
Oh, completely. It taps right into that universal worry, the uncertainty, sometimes even guilt.
Especially for, say, adult kids in their 40s or 50s. They're often the closest.
Right, juggling their own lives, but they know their parent. They see the shifts first.
And they carry that worry silently, sometimes for ages, afraid to say anything.
Yeah. The power of this opening is it validates that feeling. It says, we see you, we get it. Right from page 1, it addresses that fear of questioning your own gut feeling.
If we connect this to the bigger picture then, the core foundation the author builds here is really about the transformative power of recognizing things early.
Recognition, not diagnosis.
Crucial distinction. Diagnosis is for the professionals, absolutely. This is about empowering you, the caregiver, with practical steps before you even get to that point.
Which kind of flips the script, right?
Yeah.
Usually you think, oh, it's too subtle, what can I do?
Exactly. There's often this feeling of helplessness. But the book argues that because it's subtle, your observation, your presence becomes the most critical tool. You open a window for action that might otherwise get missed.
So why is that so important? What's the payoff?
The why is put very clearly. Acting early lets you create a path toward better outcomes, more quality time, and less regret down the road.
Less regret, that's huge.
It's huge. It's not just wishful thinking. It's presented as a strategy, a compassionate one. The book isn't just information. It aims to inspire and empower you to observe, prepare, and support right from the start.
Moving from anxiety to action.
Exactly. A conscious shift from feeling passive and scared to being active, informed, and effective. And that helps the whole family, not just the person experiencing changes. It's about adapting together, not managing a crisis later.
And to make that concrete, they use a story, right? I found this really powerful.
Yeah, Sarah's story, it's a great example.
So Sarah's 45, a teacher, mom of 2. About 5 years back, she starts noticing things with her dad, who's 72.
Still active, involved.
Totally. Golfing, tinkering, you know the type. But little things start adding up. Forgetting where he parked the car. Not just once, but repeatedly.
Even in familiar spots.
Right. And conversations started looping. He'd tell the same story a couple of times in an afternoon, like it was new each time.
Familiar pattern for some.
So initially, Sarah does what we all might do, brushes it off. Senior moments, right?
Happens to everyone.
But that worry, that little gnawing feeling, it wouldn't go away. It wasn't sudden, just this slow, dawning realization.
That fear of being wrong or sounding the alarm too soon.
Exactly. That can keep you silent. But she loves her dad, so she talks to his sister. They decide, okay, let's not jump to conclusions, but let's pay closer attention.
Smart move.
They start a simple journal. Not medical notes, just facts. Date, what happened, how dad reacted, confused, frustrated, whatever.
Collecting observations.
Yeah. And that simple step, having those concrete examples, let them talk to him gently. Not accusations, just loving concern.
Which makes all the difference.
He agreed to see the doctor. And because they had that journal, those specific notes, it helped the doctor. Led to tests, and yeah, it was early stage Alzheimer's.
Wow. That proactive step had a huge impact.
It really did.
This raises an important question, though. Why is Sarah's story so effective? Why does it work so well as the hook here?
Good question. What do you think?
Well, I think it's because it's so concrete, right? It's relatable. It shows a clear path. Worry, observation, conversation, action, and then tangible, positive results.
It's not just theoretical.
Not at all. By catching it early, they gained time. Invaluable time to plan. They could adjust his routines. Simple things, but effective.
Like the walks and puzzles mentioned.
Exactly. Not just casual walks, but regular structured walks good for blood flow to the brain. And brain-stimulating activities, puzzles, maybe learning something new. Research shows this stuff can help maintain cognitive function longer.
Building that cognitive reserve.
Precisely. But it wasn't just lifestyle tweaks. They had the clarity, the time to sort out legal documents, power of attorney, healthcare proxy.
While he could still be fully involved.
Yes. While he was fully involved, that avoids so much stress and conflict down the line, ensures his wishes are respected.
And the outcome for him.
5 years later, the book says he's still living independently with support, enjoying time with his grandkids.
That's incredible.
And Sarah's quote just nails it. If we'd waited, we might have lost those precious years of him being himself.
Wow, that hits hard.
It reinforces the whole point. Early detection doesn't cure Alzheimer's, but it gives you control over what comes next. It shifts the narrative from fear to, well, managing the journey actively.
Shaping it rather than just reacting to it.
Exactly. And that provides immense psychological relief, too, moving from feeling helpless to empowered.
So, building on that strong foundation, that powerful story, what does the chapter then promise the reader? Where does it say this journey is going?
Well, it lays out a clear roadmap. It says, Part 1, the first 10 chapters, provides the foundation. It explains the why of early detection, what signs to look for, and how to act confidently.
And it's very clear what it isn't, too.
Right. It explicitly states it is not a medical manual, but a practical guide for caregivers and families. That's crucial. It sets the expectation. This is a supportive companion, not a textbook.
The focus is practical.
Entirely. Empowering you to notice the signs sooner, respond wisely, and create more meaningful time with your loved ones. It promises actionable steps, tools, empathy. It's a roadmap for your journey as a caregiver.
Taking you from apprehension to agency.
Beautifully put. And what's fascinating is how it doesn't just make a general promise. It subtly, and sometimes explicitly, raises the key questions caregivers have and promises answers in the chapters to come.
Like what specific questions?
Okay, so you're reading this, you're thinking, all right, but what exactly am I looking for besides just forgetfulness? Chapter 2, Understanding Early Stage Alzheimer's and Dementia, promises to break down those 10 key early signs, and crucially, how they differ from normal aging.
Helping you tell the difference between a blip and a pattern.
Exactly. Providing useful guidelines. Then there's the big one. What's my role? How do I do this without becoming like a detective?
Or feeling overwhelmed.
Right. Chapter 3, The Caregiver's Role in Early Detection, is designed to show you how to observe, document, and share findings without feeling overwhelmed. Practical methods for tracking things.
Turning worry into useful info.
And the communication piece may be the hardest part. Chapter 4, How to Talk to Your Loved One About Early Signs. It promises strategies and sample scripts for those really sensitive conversations.
Giving you actual words to use.
Yes. And navigating the medical system. Chapter 5, Navigating the Medical System Without Overwhelm, offers tools to prepare for doctor visits, ask the right questions, follow up, demystifying it.
Making you a confident advocate.
Exactly. And then chapters 6 to 10 get into lifestyle tweaks in more detail, building support systems for everyone involved, managing emotions, finding purpose. It's comprehensive.
So it really leads into that unique value proposition. Practicality for the early stages.
Total laser focus. It promises step-by-step actions you can take right now. It's a commitment to guide you through that initial uncertain phase.
Okay, so if we boil all that down, the core argument, the story, the promises, what's the single most important takeaway? The ultimate synthesis, the Duke root.
If you remember one thing, it should be this. Early detection matters because it buys you time.
Time, that's the core nugget.
Yes. Time for better symptom management. Time to make and cherish memories. And crucially, time to plan without panic.
Back to Sarah's quote.
If we'd waited, we might have lost those precious years of him being himself. It's about maximizing that quality time.
And the book backs this up with studies.
Yeah, it mentions research indicating that identifying Alzheimer's in the mild stage can lead to interventions potentially delaying progression by years, improving quality of life for everyone.
It's about turning fear into hope through action.
Precisely. Preserving connection, preserving quality of life, preserving the person as much as possible for as long as possible.
So you really can influence the journey.
Absolutely. And the book gives more examples to drive this home. There's Maria, the accountant. She noticed her mother-in-law, Elena, getting disoriented, forgetting names, struggling with recipes.
Familiar signs.
Right. Marie started tracking it, gently shared her concerns, led to early screening, a diagnosis of mild cognitive impairment.
And they could act.
Yes. Small changes, daily walks, puzzle apps, social stuff. Elena stayed engaged in her hobbies for years longer because of it. Maria said, "It gave us control. We weren't blindsided."
That control makes such a difference. Less chaos, less panic.
Huge difference. Then there's Tom, the engineer. Saw shifts in his wife around age 58, budget trouble, getting lost, task struggles.
More than just memory.
Yes. He used a phone app to note things down, shared it with siblings, they talked to her together, got an early diagnosis.
And what do?
They didn't just react, they proactively focused on brain-healthy routines, exercise, diet, social engagement, things widely recommended. It helped stabilize her symptoms for years.
Allowing for more good time.
Exactly, creating lasting memories. Tom's reflection was powerful. Early on, we focus on living fully rather than fearing the future. It changed everything.
Living fully, not just managing decline.
That's the goal. And these stories are contrasted starkly with the alternative. The statistic that around 70% of cases are diagnosed late, in moderate or severe stages.
When that window for early action is much smaller.
Right. And that often leads to regret, a bigger emotional toll, sudden care crises, financial strain.
It becomes overwhelming fast.
It really can.
Yeah.
So what does this all mean? It means early detection, while not a cure, gives you a massive advantage. It turns potential crisis into a more manageable journey.
Focused on purpose, connection, quality of life.
Yes,
Yeah.
maximizing those moments.
So from a professional standpoint, assessing this chapter, does it achieve its goal? Does it really establish why early detection is so vital?
Oh, absolutely. Unequivocally, yes. It does a masterful job. It takes you, the reader, from that place of vague worry
That is this normal feeling.
to a place of understanding and feeling empowered to potentially act. It highlights the benefits: time, control, less regret, and contrasts it sharply with the consequences of delay, using that 70% statistic effectively.
And specific things make it work.
Definitely. The relatable imagine this opening hooks you emotionally. Sarah's story gives a concrete, positive example, and the clear statement of the book's practical focus sets the right expectation. It lays a really solid, empathetic foundation.
Yeah, that foundation feels really strong. And the writing style itself, I mean, it handles such a tough topic with such empathy. How does it manage that?
I agree. The style is exceptionally compelling. It really connects.
It feels like talking to a friend almost.
Exactly. That conversational tone, addressing you, the caregiver, directly, it creates an immediate personal connection. No clinical distance.
And the stories aren't just case studies. They feel real.
Very relatable. The mom visit, Sarah, Maria, Tom, grounded in everyday life. It
Yeah.
makes this complex, scary topic feel more accessible, less intimidatingly medical.
Plus no jargon.
Huge plus. Clear, straightforward language. You grasp it quickly without feeling lost.
And it acknowledges the feelings involved.
Yes, it validates the quiet panic, the weight of uncertainty before offering solutions. That's so important.
Makes you feel understood.
And it's consistently action-oriented, always pointing towards practical steps, tools, opportunities. That gives you a sense of agency, of hope.
Which is vital.
Phrases like, this scene plays out in countless homes. The worry gnawed at her. The fear of being wrong can keep you silent, leading to that hope through action message. It all works together beautifully.
It really does. But thinking about that empathy, I wonder, could it accidentally make someone feel guilty if they feel they didn't catch signs early enough? Reading this and thinking, oh, I wish I knew this years ago.
That's a really perceptive question. It's a real concern for caregivers.
How does the book handle that potential pitfall?
I think it does so subtly, but effectively.
Yeah.
While it champions early action, the overall tone isn't one of judgment. It consistently emphasizes that any moment of recognition, any step forward now, is powerful.
It's forward-looking.
Exactly. It focuses on the hope through action available today. The stories aren't about perfect timing. They're about courageous action whenever it happens. The message is less about you should have known sooner and more about here's how you can make a positive difference from this point forward.
Okay, that makes sense. It frames it as an opportunity now, not a past failing.
Right. And to reiterate that core message, you don't need a medical degree to make a huge difference. Your role, observing, being proactive, it's crucial. It's often the first line of defense.
And getting this knowledge now helps how?
It empowers you in so many ways. You can build a stronger support network for your loved one, for yourself. Communication gets better, more effective, both within the family and with doctors.
And you can plan proactively.
Yes. Navigate things on your terms, not just reacting to crises. It fosters resilience, combats the isolation that often comes with this, and helps you build strength for the road ahead.
Taking back some control.
Taking back control in a situation that often feels like it strips control away.
And to help with that very first step, turning this into action, there's that free resource, right? The checklist.
Yes, the early signs checklist. It's really well designed. Not just a list, but key observations tailored to early changes.
Things to actually look for.
Exactly. And a simple journal template to organize your thoughts, turning those worries into concrete data points. Plus, crucial questions to ask the doctor.
Making those appointments more productive.
Absolutely. It's designed to ease that initial overwhelm, give you structure, support. You can download it PDF or Word from the free tools from the author section in the book.
Practical way to build confidence right away.
It really is. And you can join their community too, get tips, feel less alone. It's a small step, easily accessible, but potentially huge impact.
A small step with big impact. I like that.
So, as we wrap up our thoughts on this chapter, maybe something to reflect on. If our biggest fear is losing ourselves or our loved ones to memory loss,
Yeah.
what's one small, courageous, maybe just observant step you can take today based on what we've discussed? Maybe just jotting down one thing you noticed. It's about reclaiming the present to shape a better future.
Using observation, using engagement.
Exactly. This chapter isn't just information. It's an invitation to act, starting right now, in small but powerful ways.
That is a powerful thought. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into Chapter 1 of Spotting Alzheimer's Early. We really unpacked why early detection matters medically, emotionally, practically.
Hopefully you feel more informed, maybe a bit more empowered.
That's the goal. Ready to approach this with more clarity. Now, next time we'll build right on this. We're diving into Chapter 2, Understanding Early-Stage Alzheimer's and Dementia.
Getting into the nitty-gritty of signs versus normal aging.
Exactly. Unpacking those nuances to give you even more specific insights. So, join us for that. Until then, remember,
knowledge understood and applied is your most powerful tool. And remember, you are definitely not alone on this journey. Just recognizing the importance of acting early, that's a huge first step. You're already turning worry into empowerment.